Good evening. I'm your host, Straight Talk Ted, and this is Raw Sports Radio. We're going to do a recap of yesterday's All Star events, which was the 3 point contest and the slam dunk contest. Okay. And we're going to segue into talking about the All Star game later on tonight. So, social media is going crazy, man. They're talking about, you know, how terrible the slam dunk contest was. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it last night, but I did see the retelecast this morning, and also I saw the 3 point contest highlights. Um, yeah, the dunk contest. I mean, the fact that Jalen Green had to he had like so many attempts on that first round. It seemed like it just
That's
took
crazy.
the air out of the stadium, man. It was like, it seemed like it set the vibe for the whole event, and it wasn't good after that. Even though uh, Tompkins tried to do his thing, as well as Carl Anthony tried to do his thing, but yeah, man, it was just it wasn't a great slam dunk contest. Um, but I tell you, man, what I thought was interesting, courtside, was the fact that he tried to slam dunk with the
What about the 3 point contest? Well, let's start off with that first. Got that.
You want to talk about that?
Pulled it up.
Sure, sure. Well, I tell
Hey,
you,
hey, we made a little friendly bet. I mean, well, we actually predicted who we thought would win, and hey man, I'm looking pretty good right now with Carl Anthony Towns.
well,
I chose Carl Anthony Towns, which is crazy. A
yo,
center has never won a 3 point contest before. This man is
well,
definitely
well, well.
the
Put it
best.
like this: he's the second. I would say he's the second big man that's won this contest because Dirk Nowitzki had one. He's a big guy as well, so
Well,
he's not a
I'm just
center.
saying, as far as a center, you know what I mean?
No, right, right, right. No, I agree with you, but he definitely will be in the conversation as far as one of the best shooting big men because he won this contest. He can talk about it now.
Right.
He gets a whole year to be that guy. So he's the defending champion. So what I thought was interesting, he had an
I
interview.
would say this though, but Dirk never had a higher 3 point percentage in game. Shooting like Carl Anthony Towns. I think he's shooting around 41, 42%.
Yeah, he's shooting around 40-some%. And I was surprised to hear it because I didn't know he was shooting that well from 3 point. And that maybe that'll explain why when he did the interview before his event, he was so confident about his
Right.
ability to shoot the three. And it just like when the contest started, it just came to fruition, man. So salute to him, man. He did very well. I was surprised that he won because I had Trae Young and Luke Kennard to be in the finals. So
Yeah, I think Trey Young. I was watching him though, man. He was rushing, man. When he slowed down a little bit, those shots started to fall
right.
like I mean, it was automatic. But you see, the guy, he just had to calm down, especially on some of the money balls. You would see on his money rack, you'll see him slowing down a little bit.
Well, you know what?
He was cashing in.
I was talking to my brother, and he said he made a good point. He said that he thought that it was a little bit more effortless for what you call Anthony because the fact that he didn't really have to jump off the ground at all. He was just
Right,
getting the ball and just shooting, like more like a set shot. Now on the other
right,
hand, you know, Trey
right.
Young, he has to get off the
Like
floor to shoot. He has
like
to
like like
jump.
guys like Zach Levine who didn't last that long. Zach Levine and
Right,
Desmond Baines who jump shooters.
right.
Shooting a three. Yeah,
And
yeah. And
that can tire you out.
that also reminds me of Clay Thompson. He don't deserve too much energy.
Right,
He don't use his legs too much when
right.
he's shooting.
The
But
guys
some of the
that for
best,
some reason in these contests that don't use their legs that much seem to be
right?
very successful.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at Larry Bird, you look at all these guys previously, and yeah, they don't. They're more shooting with the wrist than anything. So yeah, but so he did real well, and like I said, he gets a whole year to brag, to talk about him being the champion. So he could do that, and he can say, "Listen, I'm the best." Right now, he's the best shooting big man in the league. So you gotta give him credit when credit is due, man.
Right.
Yeah. So
So you want to talk? Let's talk the dunk contest. Let's see. Uh,
well, man, the dunk contest, man. Like I said, man, when I
hold on. Before we go to that, I
yeah,
just thought of it. The skills contest. That shit was horrible, man. That's probably what a lot of people.
You got to fill me in on that. You got to fill me in because I didn't see the skills contest. You got to fill me in on that one. Let me know what happened with that.
It was Giannis and his brothers, of course.
Let me ask you something. Before you talk about that, let me ask you something. Now, it's just me. I'm not, wasn't it kind of weird that both his brothers was playing with him? Did you find it to be a little strange? Because Charles Barkley made a comment yesterday.
No, he got one of his brothers playing with him. Oh, you talking about in the skills contest?
Yeah, he had both his brothers, right? Both his brothers was playing with him, right?
So, I mean, that's pretty much the only way you're going to get Giannis to do that kind of competition anyway.
So you say basically Giannis said, yo, listen, man, if my brothers ain't playing, I ain't getting down with this. That's
right. I'll do it if,
Yeah, because let me tell you something, because Charles Barkley I think it was him, he made a good point. He made a comment. He said, yeah, man, like kind of saying basically like the only reason why his brother's in the league is because of Giannis. Basically, would you agree with that?
Not the youngest one from Dayton. Nah.
Okay.
But the middle one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he's riding the Giannis. He's riding the Giannis wave, basically.
The one on his team, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But the one, he's the clown of the brothers. The youngest one, I forgot his name. But he played in Dayton. He was playing center. He was long, athletic. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have made at least the G League. I know that for sure. I mean, but he would have got like second round. I know he would have got drafted second round. If not, worst case scenario, G League. But he got in because they was thinking that they were saying that he could be better than Giannis. But we all know the common. I mean, we know the missing formula in that right there was that there was no Jason Kidd to train him like he did Giannis. What's good, Terry?
What's going on, fellas? I'm just getting in the door. What's going on?
We just chopping it up. Man. We was chopping it up with Straight Talk Ted. We was just going over the 3-point contest, the dunk contest over the weekend, and the skills contest. I told Terry, man. I told him, man, that Carl Anthony Towns was gonna walk away with that 3-point contest. He didn't believe me, man. He told me I was bugging.
No, we knew Obi was gonna win that contest, but
you knew it.
I've been upset with the dunk contest for about the last 10 years, to be honest with y'all.
Man.
Okay.
It's sad that we have less and less star players who are quality dunkers that don't even get involved.
Right. Okay.
So I think the last dunk contest I fully watched was the one with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine.
Right.
I watched that one last night, and it's in pieces, bits here. It's like it's more of a gimmick. It's more of a show. I get it now, but come on now.
Yeah.
You got guys out here fitting stereotypes, doing dunking in Timbs. It's like, come on.
Let me ask you something, Terry. Did you think I thought that was a big risk he took dunking in those Timberlands. I didn't think that was a good look.
That's an injury waiting to happen.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just thought that because those are not standard sneakers. Those are boots. Okay.
There's no there's no type of support in that. Like, you crazy?
When he comes down, when he lands, he don't have no support. Yeah, that could have been a blown out ACL. That could have been anything going on with that.
Plantar fasciitis, anything.
Yo, man, I was just shocked that he did that. I would have thought that this process. Come on, man, we ain't risking it. Don't do that. But it seemed like they were all in. They was all in with this, man.
See, like I'm cool on that. For me, I'm good. It's the whole dunk contest now. I'm at the point where y'all can just axe it and go back to getting guys to play 1-on-1.
Well, there was a guy. I forgot his name, but he was from the Golden State Warriors, man. He basically tried to steal. He basically stole all Vince dunks. I'm like, damn, this dude. So he unoriginal with it, man. He just like plagiarized the man whole dunk.
There's no more originality. Originality is gone.
Here you go, right here. Yep, here you go.
Right. But you know, he didn't even finish some of those dunks that he was trying to do, man. He didn't do a good
And he was
job at
trying to
all.
get swarm in the rim like Vince.
Yeah, yeah,
It's weak that you could go ahead, the dunker before you don't finish his dunks. All you know is
And look at this. And
you
he
make
pushing
it. That's
up
it.
on his shoulder. He using his shoulder to climb.
yeah. I mean,
Go ahead. What you were saying, Ted?
yeah, he tried to do some dunks, but like you said, he kind of took a lot of Vince Carter stuff, and he was trying to do it and try to make it his own. But he
Right.
didn't. Some of his, I mean, he was having a hard time, just like Jalen Green was last night. He had to keep
Right.
going on, keep trying. It was almost like the event was too big for those guys. Like they wasn't in the moment. It seemed like they were a little bit nervous.
No,
I
he didn't
thought
take it
maybe
as serious, man.
And maybe that's adding on to what Terry was saying by having guys that's not really that star quality yet to be
Right.
doing
Hey,
it.
hey, Terry, what was you saying a while ago? I didn't mean to cut you off, my G.
I said it's kind of sad that in this situation, you know, you got a guy that went up, missed 4 or 5 of his attempts. You know, is now the guy coming behind him as the red rules is set up. You could just make a layup and you beat him.
Yeah, technically, yeah, you're right.
Like that's not even so that to me that kills the competitive edge. Okay, if I know all I got to do to go to the next round is make a dunk, all right, doop, bye.
Right.
That kills it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's like at this point now, just axe it because it's pointless. We have the face of the NBA has never done the dunk contest. The current face of the NBA has never done it. So those guys who are on that level don't feel they need to do it.
Right.
You know, back in the 90s when you had Vince and those guys doing it, other guys wanted to come out and do it.
Right.
Because it was a competition. Now
You're right about that.
it's a show.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. It's that. And who is this guy right here, man? Do he even play professional ball?
Yo,
The guy to the left?
he's their top. You talking about the guy? What, the guy that's with the t-shirt on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Is that Christopher or is that his brother? Or
It could
I
be his
mean-
brother. I'm not really sure.
yeah, because the way he was fucking up those alley hoop passes, man, he can't be a professional, man.
Like you see the gimmicks, like look at the gimmicks. You got cell phones, all kind of
Yeah, man, he
nonsense.
clout chasing, man.
Yeah, this guy here, he's a hell of an athlete, but I think the event was a little bit too overwhelming for him. I think it was, yeah, he wasn't ready for this. You know what I'm saying?
This
That's-
event,
yeah, he was nervous.
if you're not a dunker, this event ain't for you.
I mean, this guy does some spectacular dunks in games, but it didn't transfer to this event at all.
Help you?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Okay.
you could be a great in-game dunker, but it don't transfer.
Yeah,
For example, you know, when you go back and you look at a lot of these dunk contests from before, you don't expect Steve Francis to have the dunk package he has.
yeah,
Yeah, he was nasty with them dunks, bro.
You don't expect Steve Francis
I mean-
to dunk on nobody. You don't expect Marbury to dunk on nobody. You don't expect
mean-
those guys to do the things that they do.
And
right.
Baron Davis.
Baron
Yeah.
Davis and
Let me
and
tell you
those guys.
something. This dunk contest was so bad last night. You remember when Kenny Smith was in the dunk contest? Kenny Smith would have beat all these guys.
Yeah, they was
Man.
they brought that up last night.
you remember
Kenny
the dunk?
Smith would have beat these guys easy.
There was a McDonald's American All-Star game dunk contest where dude did the butterfly then dunk. He would have won.
Yeah, yeah. I think a high school guy could have probably taken these guys out. What do you think, guys?
Yeah. This was it wasn't the problem with the dunk contest now is we done seen it all. What more are you gonna do?
Right, exactly, man.
I think the next thing, to be honest with you guys, the next thing I think with the dunk contest, they're gonna have to raise the basket above the 10 feet. I think that's the next thing they're gonna have to do.
You know what you want to make it interesting? Make it a double rim in a park somewhere.
Make it outdoor.
No net. Double rim
Why you say that?
on a park.
Why you say
Let's
that?
see. Let's go out on the asphalt, double rim, metal backboard on a park. Let's see who can really jump.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Let's see who can
Yeah.
really jump.
I done seen a cat. Yeah, I seen a cat go over the top of the backboard in the projects, man. Where I'm from, like in Wilmington, I was shocked, bro.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Like I was just watching something earlier. This guy was 6'5", and he's dunking against a guy that's 5'6". 6'5" guy think he got it. And I had to tell him, I said, yo, just because you tall don't mean you jump high.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
5'6" dude out here with a 50+ vertical.
Crazy.
Doing every dunk to 6'5", windmill between the legs, reverse
It looked
360s,
better.
and it looked better.
Well, see
Yeah,
that's a very good point, man. You got a guy who's really showing that he has a vertical because of his height and size. That's why guys like Spud Webb and
Nate.
and
Look at Nate. Nate,
Nate
I think Nate was the
else,
last.
man.
Nate,
Yeah.
I think Nate contest was probably like the last real good dunk contest.
I thought the Levine and what you call the one was the best. The last one that we probably saw that was probably one of the best.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah,
That one more recently, but
yeah.
now
Hey.
the two things I would love the NBA to do: axe the dunk contest and go back to when they used to let them play 1-on-1.
I remember that. I think I
That's
remember
dope.
that.
That's dope. That's dope right there. Hey, look, you know,
One-on-
as far as the dunk contest, I think they should. I'm gonna slide my 2 cents. I think they should put a timer up there, man, because these guys just coming out with all.
See,
man,
but they
no
did that.
finishing.
They tried
You
that.
know, when the different, like back then when Dominique Wilkins was dunking, man, he was flushing the ball. You know what I'm saying? He was dunking.
Power.
He was completing his dunks, man, with power.
Yeah, but see, back the difference between those guys back then, they didn't.
Now you got guys throwing it
they
in
didn't-
like Blake Griffin, just throwing the ball in and shit, man.
Yeah, but these guys now, man, they don't. Back in the day, the guys didn't have to have that many chances. They did it on the first dunk.
Yeah.
They didn't have to have 2 or 3 or 4 chances. These guys coming up now, man, they're 2, 3, 4. Like Jay, I'm telling you, this guy Green last night,
If you go
He
back,
had 6 chances.
he had 6 chances last night. Yo, man.
Yeah, and that's not even including when you miss, when you don't even know, like you know, like you go and you start up, and you say,
You
oh,
don't
bad
touch
alley.
anything,
You start
right.
up, that ain't even counting. That don't even go against your 6 attempts.
if you go back to the dunk contest, I
If you hit
believe
the
it was I believe this dunk contest, I believe it was in Vegas. And it was J.R. Smith, Josh Smith, Chris Anderson, and somebody else.
Right.
But Chris Anderson had about a good 20-something dunk attempts and kept blowing them.
I think I remember that.
And because of him, they changed the rules because he just kept missing and missing and missing. We was watching him on the screen for a good half hour, just missing dunks.
That's what it
I'm
felt
telling
like last night with Jalen
I tell
Green.
you, you can go back to YouTube and watch it. It's on
Right.
YouTube. Chris Anderson dunk contest. I believe it was either in Vegas or Denver.
Yeah.
It was in one of those two places. It was
Right.
horrible, bro. He just kept
Damn.
missing.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
And everyone's like,
That's
maybe you
crazy.
made this one. Nope. Maybe
Yeah.
you made it. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
And every time these guys miss, man, it's like the energy level just goes a little bit down, a little bit more down.
Because it's like,
More down.
finally, man, hurry up. Get out of here, dude. It's like, finally.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
No, but that's one of the changes. Go back, get rid of the dunk contest. Go back to let them play one-on. Let certain guys play one-on-one. Let me see the stars play one-on-one. Like that versus they did last night, T-Mac versus Allen Iverson highlights. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see y'all at this current age play one-on-one.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
They used to do that back in the days with Dr. J and them too. I remember them playing one-on-one
Dr.
games.
J and
Remember?
Kareem.
Kareem, remember that? Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Dr. J and
Absolutely.
Kareem.
Yeah.
So Mike and Scotty got beef one-on-one. What's up,
Man.
Mike and Scotty, Shaq
Yeah.
and Barkley,
Man, those guys can't play no more, man.
Ernie versus Kenny.
Those guys can't play. Listen, let me tell you something. Those guys, they may look all suited and looking all great, but let me tell you something. Try to put a ball in their hand, man, and put them, man, some of those guys' knees will fall apart, man.
It'll be over with.
It'll be over with, man.
It'll be over
Those
with.
guys got tendonitis, all kind of things going on with them, man. You kidding me?
That's one thing I would love to see is that change. And the next one, they said, okay, they're not going to do no play-in tournament next year. For me, axe the play-in tournament completely. Axe it completely. Axe the East-West format. Axe it
Oh,
completely.
you talking about the playoffs?
Yeah, they were talking about axing the play-in tournament and all of that.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I
I'm
don't
with that.
agree with either. I don't agree with that. I think it's just stick to the same format as if you make it to the playoffs, you play.
I think they should get rid of Terry. I think they should get rid of the conferences.
Yes.
And just let it be
top 16 teams. Top 16 who make it. Who don't. I would love to see
if you did that, I don't think LeBron would have been, going back to back like he would have. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick a conference.
Nope.
Well, look at what's going on right now, man. The East got the strongest conference right now. Would you agree?
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
But see, I've always felt this is how I look at it. I always feel because we live on the East Coast, we more exposed to East Coast teams. If we're gonna be up late night, 4 or 5, late night hours to watch those games on the West Coast, we're gonna catch them. But I personally feel like the West Coast teams that they understand how the league swing a little bit better.
Okay.
Like those coaches and those guys, because come playoff time, when it's getting closer to those playoffs,
right,
the West get wild.
Hey, elaborate for everybody.
The West get wild. Like,
as far as
I remember one year
the teams in the West, you saying they know how to work the refs better.
Yeah, they know how to manage a schedule better and handle it better. Like, you go to the East, you got a lot less slack. You got a lot more slack teams. Let's just be honest.
Right.
In past years, we've had more slack teams in the East. In the West, okay, these are the top teams. So, for example, right now we got who's the top teams in the West? We got Denver.
You got the Suns. You got
Golden State. Golden State. Right. Denver.
I want to say Utah.
Utah.
Utah's there, yeah.
So those are the top 4, and the Grizzlies. So those are the top 5 teams, right? So those are the top 5 teams right now.
Yeah.
When you got to play those teams that ain't gonna be in the playoffs, you don't care.
Right.
And those wins for you in the beginning of the year don't matter. They don't give a damn. Kobe's still sitting. This guy's he's still resting. He's still getting in shape. He's still getting ready. These are words that we've heard from players. No, we use the regular season to get ready for the playoffs.
Right.
And most of the guys you hear say that are where? On the West Coast.
Well, let me add to that what you're saying. You know when things started changing with that regarding that is when they were allowing these guys to take games off to rest, like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
That's when things started changing. Like Kawhi, remember Kawhi was like, yeah, I'm not playing tonight.
Yeah.
And remember, these are games that were home games, and people pay to see these guys
play.
See,
and that goes into what I was saying earlier about the face of the league don't do the dunk contest. It's the same thing. It's the exact. Well, if the face of the league ain't doing it, I ain't gonna do it. If the face of the league can do it, why can't I?
Right.
So now we end up in that quandary. So where it's okay, well, the face ain't doing it, so I don't really give a damn. Y'all can get somebody else. He ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Right.
True.
Right.
You know,
these guys get extra money
for these things. Like when you go look at, we sad that it doesn't matter. He's the cream of the crop, and he is what it is. When you go look at Jordan and the titles he's won, people understand all those things and acclamations, accolades that he's won. Those come with a check.
Yeah,
all of that come with a check. So yeah, MJ made less money at the beginning of his career than he made at the end. Scottie was making more money. Yeah, but MJ was winning those awards. He was getting those league checks. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Other guys was getting that money.
Yeah. Hey, fellas, the All-Star game getting ready to come on in a little bit. I just want to get to these starting lineups, man.
Let's see what they got going on here.
I don't know if y'all seen the draft, man, but I think it was bullshit, man. They let LeBron pick first, knowing that Kevin Durant is out and he injured. So, the first person Medea selected, fucking Giannis.
But why
don't have to go up against him?
That's the bullshit right there. Knowing Kevin Durant's hurt, why didn't they allow Giannis to be the captain? Knowing he's hurt. Not only that, he's hurt. Giannis is a reigning defending league champs. Like, what are we
Right.
doing here?
But not only that, man, but I wish they would just keep it to the old format, West and East. I don't like this mixing up stuff.
I
I'll be
like
honest,
it, Terry.
I'm not a fan of that.
Hey, Terry. I mean, Ted, I like it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's cool to each his own. But
I mean,
to me,
because it
like,
goes back to what I was just saying. I would be contradicting myself if I didn't say I like it, because you know, players at one point all the players was in the West. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And then you had the East. So fuck the conference thing. I want to see the best players squad up, face up, and go at each other.
That's fine. It could be the
It's called
same
the
way.
All-Star game for a reason. It's for the All-Stars, not.
Yo, it is. I see what you're saying, but it's still the same thing. You got the best guys from the West playing the best guys from the East.
That's
Now
the problem right there.
And it's
That's
like
the problem. Most of the best players, they playing in the West. A couple years ago, that was true for a whole decade.
well, that's probably not the case now.
Yeah, no.
You can say that now, but when they changed it, that was the case. When they changed it, it was all the players was in the West. Because all them players that's in the West, they come from the East Coast, man, and they somehow they end up on teams in the West Coast. They play high school ball in the East. They went to college. Most of them went to college in the East. As soon as they get to the NBA, they ship them motherfuckers out west. You know how they say the sun rises in the East, but it sets in the West, man.
Like, you look at these rosters right now for tonight's game. You look at Kevin Durant and LeBron. Now we know a couple of guys on Durant team is not even playing tonight. We got Mitchell not playing tonight. Chris Paul's not playing tonight. But let me tell you something. There's still enough firepower on that team to beat LeBron's team tonight.
Hey, Chris Paul playing tonight, my bro.
Chris Paul playing tonight.
Chris Paul playing right here.
He playing tonight.
You sure? Okay, because I heard that at one point he wasn't going to be playing tonight.
Okay, you must be talking about DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray.
He's not playing tonight?
Yeah, Murray's not
playing tonight. Nor is Graham, Draymond Green. You can look on the screen, and I point to the injured players. Donovan Mitchell, he not playing. He got an illness.
James Harden not playing.
James Harden not playing. Who else we got? I mean, that's Romelo. Okay, he playing. He just replacing Kevin Durant. Replacing Kevin Durant and starting.
So they put Carmelo Anthony in and replace Kevin Durant?
LaMelo.
LaMelo.
Oh, LaMelo.
LaMelo, yeah.
Oh, LaMelo, okay.
Yeah, so basically you got Steph Curry, LeBron, Giannis, and Jokic and DeMar going against, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum. Hold on, and Joel Embiid and Andrew Wiggins and Trae Young. These are 2 guards. Come on, man. You know they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat.
No, but I can tell you who not even the Longhorns. I think he's gonna win this MVP tonight. I think it's gonna be Ja Morant gonna win the MVP.
That's my vote.
I think this guy's he's showing these guys that I may be younger than you guys, but I'm better than some of you guys.
If it ain't gonna be Ja from KD team, I'm going with Ja Morant.
Yeah.
From LeBron's team, I'm going with DeRozan.
Yeah, DeRozan's having a great season, man. He's doing his thing, man. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
He's. But let me check out that LeBron squad.
I'm going with Giannis, man. I'm going with Giannis.
You know what?
You know what? I can't say I'm going with Giannis because Embiid can stop that coming down in the paint.
You know what I'm going to go with?
I'm sticking with DeRozan.
Yeah, but you know what I may want to go with? I got 2 guys I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with 2 of the overseas guys. I'm going to go with possibly Doncic and the Joker as MVPs for
not bad picks.
Yeah, for LeBron's. Those are the guys I'm picking tonight.
Watch it fuck around to be Andrew Wiggins.
Yo, let's talk. Andrew Wiggins.
That's
he's what? His best season ever. Am I correct on that?
I've said this before, and I'll say this shit again. This is what happens when you allow players to develop.
We talked about that, did we? Did I mention that the other
time?
Yeah.
You end up in a situation where, yes, Westbrook's numbers are better than his. Yes. but he's not playing better.
Right.
The thing is, Westbrook's
I don't
numbers are
even know if
better.
his numbers are better because
Westbrook's numbers are better, but it's the same. It's the same numbers from last year for Westbrook. We actually see a jump in Wiggins' performance, not just in his numbers, but in just the way he's on the court, just his mentality.
You know what it is with him? I think you look at the words for consistency. He's playing this every night, man. He's doing this every single night.
And you know what? Golden State, look, that dude, that rookie they got, they got a couple good young boys. But that dude, Kuminga?
Yeah, where the hell did he come from?
I don't know where they found this dude. But, yo.
Yeah.
If it come playoff
he
time.
He play hard, man. He play hard.
He one of them guys, them OG Anunoby dudes that make a difference, but you don't expect it.
Right.
He one of them.
Why Kuminga couldn't be in the dunk contest?
Kuminga. I don't mind Obi Toppin. I don't mind Obi Toppin being in the dunk contest. I love Obi Toppin. I screamed for 2-3 years the Knicks need to draft that man.
Kaminga dunks like Dominic Wilkins, man. For real, still dunking the game.
Effortlessly.
Boom. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Terry, to go back to your point about Wiggins, the difference it can make, basically, I say that it depends on what organization you go to. When you're coming out of college, you can have all this potential, but if you don't go to if you ain't in the right organization, right system, sometimes that can set you back.
Well, you know what? That's a good point, Dave, because the more comfortable you are, the more the coach has confidence in your game, the better you're going to play. Steve Kerr is a good coach, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish Mark Jackson was there, but Steve Kerr is a good damn coach. Okay, and he knows how to relate to his players because he was a player. All right, and
exactly.
And he has a great coaching staff as well. Okay, and everybody feels comfortable playing there. I mean, there was little issues with Durant and Green, when they was running for that championship run. But other than that, everybody was on the same page.
Every family got problems, man. That's how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if you watch this team now, this Golden State team now, once they get the big fella back, man, and the way they do that Princeton kind of style offense,
it's gonna be problems.
Woo, that might be some problems. And listen, don't get me wrong, I still got Phoenix to probably come out of there because I think they learned the lesson from last season, and I think they're primed and ready to.
There's only one thing hemming me back up from betting on Phoenix, and it's the same thing that held me back from betting on Houston. This motherfucker, Chris Paul, gonna get hurt.
He didn't get hurt last year. He didn't get hurt last year.
Every single time, I love Chris Paul, but every time it's like, I bet, Chris, this the year. This right here is that year where you show. It's like,
let me tell you, it's gonna be a difference with them winning from last year to this year. They got to get the big fella involved. Keep him involved.
Got to keep Aiton involved.
He's the key. Aiton is
the key. This is why I keep telling people, when people say things to me about Aiton and bigs, I said, y'all don't use them. None of you guards, I don't care who you are. None of you guards know how to feed a big man or how to actually get the big man the ball or understand the concept. If you throw it down there, the defense is going to collapse. He's going to throw it back out if he has nothing.
Right.
He's good. Right. It's simple basketball.
Right.
But y'all want to negate the big man completely. That's when people say shit like, oh, Wilt wouldn't be effective today. Shaq wouldn't be effective today. How? You can't. If you're a basketball coach and you're coaching this game and you see, damn, I got 7 foot, 300-something pound Shaq or Wilt Chamberlain in the paint and he can't be stopped. Why the fuck I'm gonna not throw this dude the ball and make him just rebound and run up and down? He's not going to be interested.
Right, and that's the point I was trying to make in regards to Taco Falls. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh man, he's not ready." Yo, why would I not utilize this guy?
He loved Taco Fall, boy.
He loved Taco Fall.
I love this Taco. Let me tell you something. He played in this game today for the G League. Okay, and I don't know if it was a rerun or whatever, but Yo, man, the guys wasn't even giving this dude the ball. I'm saying, yo, and he's like, yo, give me the ball. And they just looking at him going to the basket. I'm like, are you serious, man? Yo, this dude doesn't have to even jump
Ted,
and the ball.
straight talk, man. You need to become that man's agent.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get you.
Let me tell you something, man. I'll be a good agent, man, because that guy, he'll be playing somewhere where they're gonna use him. You're right.
Well, he is good though, man. He definitely good. I'm
He's definitely good, but again, like
put on the pick and roll though, Terry. Pick and roll. What you say about that though?
Mobility though.
Hey Terry, how you think he'll fare out on the pick and roll though when they put his ass in that 2-man game?
Let me tell you something. When I was watching the highlights of him play this game today, like I said, I don't know when this game was. It was it live or was it a game from days ago? But let me tell you something. The dude can run up and down the court like better than any big man I've seen. All right.
Ted, that's vertical though. That's not side to side.
Pick and roll. Listen, pick and roll, going side to side. I think he'll be okay, man. He has a very
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Is he fast too?
Let me ask you a question. Is he on defense or is he on offense? Or are you talking about trying to cover the pick and roll? Or
you get Chris Paul and you get DeAndre Ayton in the pick and roll and he got a guard.
He better hope Marcus Smart hedge and get over that screen because Chris Paul gonna burn him.
Only thing I would tell this guy to do, man, because he has a long wingspan. Just put those arms out, man. And you may delay that. For
slow him down.
You may slow him down, exactly, because the guy has. I mean, come on, man. Can you imagine what his wingspan is?
Yeah, he deserved it, man, to be. Yeah, he should be somebody.
He can touch Arizona from California. That ain't gonna lie.
Exactly, man. I'm just saying, utilize what this guy got, man. Utilize the resources that this guy got. I mean,
you see Dallas utilizing a big man, Boban.
But my high school coach used to tell people playing. As long as you can run and breathe, there's a way we can use you.
Right.
Because you got 5 fouls. We gonna use all of them.
Listen, man, you could be a big man like how Phil Jackson was when he played for the Knicks. He was the Hassan Chop guy. Hassan Chop. They put him in the game to chop dudes up, man. That's what he used to do, man.
Man, Phil Jackson, man. I just had to give somebody that. I just had to really get in somebody asked about Phil Jackson just a couple hours ago, and they were, you talking crazy? I said, am I?
About what?
What they were saying about Phil?
They said, Jordan wouldn't have won nothing without Phil. I said, what? Woo. I said, hold up. Let me pause y'all right now because this needs to stop. All respect to Phil Jackson for what he did with the Bulls, what he did with the Lakers. All respect. Nothing against him. But when this motherfucker was the goddamn president of the Knicks, no, you came into a 54-win team. You came into a 54-win playoff team, and the first thing you did was trade. You traded J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert to the Cavaliers. First thing you did, and got nothing back. Then you turned around and traded All-Star Tyson Chandler back to Dallas with Amari and got nothing back.
Right.
Then you tried to sign Ron Artest and Lamar fucking Odom. Right? That was a shit show. You fired Mike Woodson, didn't bring him back, hired fucking Derek Fisher. This nigga get beat up over the break by Matt Barnes. Whole shit was just bad. Then we get
that was a mess.
You draft Porzingis, people ease off you a little bit. All right, okay. Porzingis played good the first year or two in New York. Boom. Here we go. Fast forward. You got the chance to draft Dennis Smith Jr. or Jason Tatum. Who do you take? Frank motherfucking Ntilikina.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then people really want to say shit and talk crazy like, you're out your mind. You're crazy. Phil is great. Look at the results of what I'm giving you.
Yeah.
Look at this. He did this. And when you ask Phil about what happened, This nigga, oh no, man.
For real.
Yo,
Hey, Tay,
yo.
I basically gotta agree with you, but I think Phil was. I agree with exactly what you were saying. Jordan could have won without that man, but I think he was pretty much the best coach for Jordan at that time.
He
for
was the
others to
best
be
coach
involved.
to handle the personalities, but without
Yeah.
Tex winners, ain't shit happening.
Hey,
Well,
Ted. Ted, don't I always mention Tex winners?
You absolutely do. You mention them a lot. Actually,
Without
man.
Tex, it's a wrap.
Well, let me just say this to add on to what you're saying regarding what I will give Phil credit for what he did as far as, like you said, you dealing with personalities. Phil was the guy that told Jordan, basically, you got to trust your players. You got to trust these other guys. You're not going to win without these guys. And I give him credit for that because until then, Jordan was like, just give me the damn ball, man. Let me just do what I want to do. All right? You know what I mean? And Phil
had a strong enough personality to deal with him. I agree.
Yeah, and then to finish off his step with the Knicks, you turn around and you scapegoated Melo. We ain't gonna talk about the Joakim Noah signing.
No,
we ain't gonna talk about the $72 million of Joakim Noah.
Listen, that Knicks, the Knicks mess started even before Phil was even there. Let's be honest. Let's be real.
It started with Phil.
Let me just say this: when I have nothing against Carmelo. I think Carmelo's going to be a Hall of Famer.
He was the scapegoat.
But let me tell you something. Let me say this though: when they traded that whole team for Carmelo, that's when this shit started happening. Okay. Because let me tell you something.
Not really.
Yo, that team that they were building at that time with Gallinari,
Wilson Chandler,
that team was going to be good.
Melo was coming to New York anyway.
That reminded you of one of those Phil Jackson teams back in the days, how they built the team up and they went slowly and they did it that way. Yo, when they trade all those guys and got Carmelo Anthony to get that star power, that was about filling up seats, man. That wasn't about winning no championship.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a second now. You got to actually go back and look at that deal.
Yeah.
Amari was in New York already killing.
That's what I'm saying, right?
So if they would have waited, all they had to do was wait.
So
1 year for him to become
guy, you pick another
not
guy,
even 3 months.
Yo, you bring another guy that plays the same position, and you had a guy that was killing him. You don't think Sotomayor felt a certain kind of way about that? Like, wait a minute.
He did. He did. You know what I'm
saying? And then after that, I mean, I give Melo credit because Melo gave his heart. He did his thing. But, yo, man, the chemistry was never there. And then that whole thing
could never be because we had no other pieces.
And then the situation with the point guard, but the guy was shining for a little while. I don't think he's even in the league. What's the guy name, man?
Raymond Felton. That's
no, not Raymond Felton. Who? Jeremy Lin. Yo, you see that whole series, that whole debacle? The kid started to shine, and Carmelo came back and said, "Yo, man, yeah, just sit down, man. Just sit down, man."
Well, that was the process of what to tell you the truth. That wasn't where the Knicks went. That wasn't where the fuckery started. That's its own entirety because they still turned around and progressed, made the playoffs, and did shit. Where the fuckery started for the Knicks, I'm gonna tell you right here where it started. When Raymond Felton caught that gun charge.
Damn.
I remember that. Oh, yeah.
When Felton caught that gun charge, that was it. Because now we had no point guard. We had Pablo fucking Prigioni.
Right.
That was it. Once that gun charge happened, that was over.
Yeah, but look at the debacle when Isaiah was there.
Well, he's a debacle as it is. Isaiah's a mess.
It was with Marbury, Ted, like you said. It was with
Marbury. It was Marbury, Francis, and Crawford, Zach Randolph, and Eddie Curry.
Yeah, man.
Hey, yo, we're gonna pretty much end this screen, man. But man, who y'all give me your predictions? Who gonna win? I think it's like an obvious, a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Of who gonna win.
Even though
I gotta give it to Bron team because no KD.
Right. I think KD team's gonna win. I think you're gonna be surprised tonight, guys.
Okay, all right.
I think LeBron gonna win because KD ain't there to bust his ass like you normally do.
I'm just looking at the matchups.
That's all I gotta say on that one.
I'm just looking at the matchups, man. So You got Ja Morant and Trae Young in your backcourt. I don't see it, bro.
That's dangerous.
Yo, and
That
You
is
got to guard somebody
dangerous.
too.
and let me just say this, man, and add on to my MVP list of guys. I got John Moran, and I got a couple guys here, but I can't leave out Joe Embiid either, man.
Joel
I can't leave him
Embiid,
out.
man.
Joe
You
Embiid is
destroy him
killing
tonight,
right
man.
now. I can't
Joel
leave him out of
Embiid.
this. I got to put him in the mix with this, man, because he might be doing with Jokic tonight. You never know.
Him and Jokic, I want to see that matchup.
They
That's
may
gonna be
say who's the best center in the league
But-
right now.
Man, it's
But
gonna
we
be a
gotta
hell of
see,
a
though.
match tonight,
What I
boy. Him
want-
and Jokic.
What we didn't mention is we looking at Ted Boy here, Mr. Tatum.
We'll see.
Yeah. Tatum might just pull out,
He's nasty too.
he might just, because this is the kind of game that he would do well.
Hey,
Because
yeah, you know why? Because it might end up being an
defense
outside.
tonight.
It
They
might
can
end
play
up
the
being an
defense.
outside game, man. Because you got Joel in there, and he's gonna keep you out of the middle. Giannis, I don't think Giannis is gonna be able to have his way. He might. I don't know if Joel is gonna play too hard, but I seen the game the other
Well,
night, man. He wasn't letting
let me
Giannis come
say
in there and have
this.
his way.
Giannis has improved this game tremendously from when they was in the bubble and they lost into when they won the championship. I've never seen a guy improve his game till he got an outside jumper, a perimeter jump shot. He changed his game completely. Remember, it was always dunk, spin. Dunk,
It
spin,
wasn't.
dunk, spin.
It wasn't.
That's what
When
they
he
said about
first
MJ
came in
too.
the league, he had a jump shot.
Who, Giannis?
Yes.
No.
Go
I
back.
don't remember
I'm
that.
gonna send it to y'all.
I'm gonna go back and look.
Go back
Yeah.
and look at his rookie year. Look at
Right.
look at the form and everything. Giannis had a jump shot when he first came in, but he was. But remember, he was KD built. He was skinny, real skinny.
Oh, yeah?
Send that to me. Yeah, he was 190 pounds.
He was
But
real
man,
skinny.
we're gonna go ahead and sign off, man. Hey yo,
Y'all boys have a good night. I'm gonna talk to
Hey,
y'all boys in the
real
morning.
appreciate you coming through, man.
Salute, guys.
Hey, hold on, Tay, hold on.
All right.